Welcome back to the Premier League show. We promised you more from Martin O'Neill and our chief correspondent Carl Solical, and we won't let you down because we were talking about players that aren't happy at their clubs. Another player who doesn't seem to be happy, Alejandro Garnacho. You've got an update there.
Yeah, look, I mean, he's going to leave Manchester United. Manchester United want to sell him, but the problem is that they value him at £50 million. Now, he only wants to go to Chelsea. Chelsea want to sign him, but they don't think he's worth £50 million. They think he's probably worth almost half that. I think they value him at around £30 million. The reason they think he's only worth £30 million is because they think he has no future at United and he wants to move to Chelsea. So much so that he's turned down a move to Bayern Munich.
Right.
United have been trying to set up a move with Bayern Munich. He said, no, I don't want to go to the German champions. I only want to go to Chelsea. Now, I've been trying to work out why United asking for £50 million for a player who's not in Ruben Amorim's plans. Well, he's an Argentina international. He's still only 21. And if you look at other players with a similar profile who've moved this summer, they have moved for around £50 million. I'm thinking of players like Jamie Gittins, who's gone to Chelsea, or Madueke, who Chelsea sold to Arsenal. So I can see it from both sides. I can see why United are asking for £50 million, and I can also see why Chelsea are sort of trying their luck a little bit because they know that he's going to leave and they're trying to get him on the cheap, effectively.
What do you think, Martin? Do you think this is more United just sort of trying to offload a player?
No, I think you're absolutely right. I think it's to do with Garnacho. In normal circumstances, he's worth £50 million. Right. Of anyone's money, he's definitely a really decent player. And if, as I said to you, if he hadn't thrown toys out of the pram, or way back last season when after the UEFA, the Europa League final, where he only got the last 20 minutes or something like this here. I must admit, I was a wee bit surprised he didn't start the game myself, but that's beside the point. And Manchester United, in many ways, have said, well, he's not in their plans. And therefore, I would, if I was Chelsea, I'd be doing exactly the same. I'd try and get him as cheaply as I possibly could. And primarily because Manchester United, Amorim has said he doesn't figure. So what are you going to do? Are you going to just let a player see the season out? And if he's made his mind up that he wants to go to Chelsea, well, Chelsea are playing the game.
Right then, Blues fans, we've got some absolutely massive developments coming out of Stamford Bridge and Old Trafford that you need to hear about. This story has been brewing for months, and the latest twist is one that could change everything for Chelsea's attacking options this season. Alejandro Garnacho has made his position crystal clear. He's rejecting offers from other clubs because he only wants one destination, Chelsea. That's right, the Manchester United winger has his heart set on joining Enzo Maresca's project at Stamford Bridge, and honestly, you can see why. But before we dive deeper into this fascinating saga, make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. We're bringing you the most exclusive Chelsea content, breaking down every transfer rumor, tactical analysis, and behind-the-scenes stories that the mainstream media won't tell you. Trust me, you don't want to miss what's coming next in this transfer window. Now, here's where it gets really interesting. Sources are telling us that Garnacho has already agreed personal terms with Chelsea, a contract that would run until June 2032. That's a 7-year deal, folks, showing just how committed both parties are to making this work. The Argentine has reportedly told Manchester United it's Chelsea or nothing, even if that means sitting out the entire 2025-26 season. United value Garnacho at around $50 million, but Chelsea believe they can negotiate a significantly lower fee. Recent reports suggest United might accept as little as $30 million to get the deal done. That's quite the bargain for a player who's made nearly 150 senior appearances for United and represented Argentina at international level. What's particularly fascinating is how this situation developed. Ruben Amorim himself admitted that it's clear Garnacho wants a different thing with a different leadership. The Portuguese manager has completely frozen the winger out of first-team training, and Garnacho wasn't even included in United's pre-season tour to the USA. But here's the thing that shows Garnacho's determination. He's turned down offers from Bayern Munich, Saudi Arabia clubs, and Italian sides because his heart is set on Stamford Bridge. Even Eric Ten Hag's Bayer Leverkusen came calling. But Garnacho said no thanks. That's the level of commitment we're talking about. Here, Now Chelsea aren't sitting idle either. They've offered United the chance to include players like Christopher Nkunku, Nicholas Jackson, Axel Disasi, or Renato Vega in a swap deal. But United want a cash-only transaction. This creates an interesting dynamic because Chelsea need to balance their books following their massive summer spending spree. The tactical fit makes perfect sense too. Under Maresca's system, Garnacho would slot in beautifully as one of those wide forwards who can drift inside and create havoc. We've already seen how the Italian manager has transformed players like Cole Palmer and Noni Madueke, and Garnacho possesses that same pace, directness, and eye for goal that would thrive in this setup. What's particularly encouraging is Fabrizio Romano's latest update confirming that the agreement between Garnacho and Chelsea is 100% done. The transfer guru rarely uses such definitive language unless he's absolutely certain about his sources. The timing couldn't be better for Chelsea either. With the Conference League triumph still fresh in our minds and a genuine title challenge on the cards this season, adding a player of Garnacho's quality and potential could be the difference between competing and conquering. Looking at a broader picture, this move represents everything that's exciting about Chelsea's current project. We're talking about a young, hungry player who's choosing us over established European giants. That says something about the direction Maresca and the board are taking this club. The financial aspect is equally appealing. In today's market, getting a player of Garnacho's age and ability for potentially 30 to 40 million represents incredible value. Compare that to what we've seen other clubs pay for similar talent, and you start to understand why this could be one of the shrewdest bits of business we do this summer. For Garnacho himself, this move represents a fresh start and the chance to work under a manager who clearly rates him. He's already been briefed on Maresca's plans for his development, which suggests this isn't just a panic buy, but a carefully considered addition to our squad. The next few days will be absolutely crucial. With the transfer window closing soon, both clubs know they need to find common ground quickly. United need the money to balance their books, and Garnacho has made his intentions clear. Sometimes in football, these situations resolve themselves, and all signs point to this being one of those occasions. What excites me most is imagining Garnacho linking up with Palmer, Enzo Fernandez, and the rest of our attacking talent. The pace, creativity, and unpredictability he'd bring could unlock even more potential in our already impressive front line. So there you have it, Blues. All the latest on what could be our most exciting signing of the summer. Keep your eyes peeled over the next few days because this story is moving fast. And when it breaks, you'll want to be the first to know. What do you think about this potential signing? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for all the latest Chelsea transfer news and analysis. Until next time, keep the blue flag flying high.